Hey, good morning, Chainbreakers. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, my friends. Facebook, go out there and find my people. Bring them here. Today is Tuesday, August the 27th, 2019, and this is going to be a fantastic day because that's the day I choose. Good morning. Welcome to Chainbreakers 365 Live. Hi, I'm Brad Smith, and I'm your host for Chainbreakers 365 and the creator of hashtag Uplift and Rise. And I want to welcome you here today. We are looking for a fantastic day today. I am looking forward to a fantastic day today. And this is going to be a fantastic session because what I want to talk about today is something better. Something better. So there's a lot of us out there that know we want something more, something better in our lives, but we really don't know what that something better is. So I'm going to ask you to do a few things that will help you break off the chains that keep you locked where you are, that place that you don't like, and makes you want to have something better. First thing I want you to do, we've talked about some of those things that keep us small and keep us locked in place. And my belief and my challenge to you is that it is indeed nothing but uh, your mental balance of where that emotional bank account is of yours, because we know we keep making large withdrawals, but we keep forgetting about all the deposits we put in every single day. And part of what have been asking you to do is keep a checklist and check every single, even little things that you do, because you need to start making note of all the things you actually accomplish every single day. I think if we turn to our spouse, to our employer, to our friends, they would have a much higher opinion of us than we do of ourselves. But what I want you to do is to go out and get a journal. Not a loose leaf notebook, but something hard, something fast, something that will stand the test of time. Because what I'm going to ask you to start doing is making notes of all those things, as well as some other things that you can keep track of. So at some point you can look back and realize how far you've actually come. So we have difficulty looking back, because let's think about it for a second. Have you ever been out when your children were small and been out in public, and somebody that you haven't seen for a little while comes up to you and says, "Oh my goodness, your children are growing so much." And you look back and you go, "Okay, they are?" Because to you, you see them every day. You see where they are every day, and those little bits of growth get lost somewhere along the way because we're so focused on where they are in that moment. And it's the same way with us. We see where we are with that moment, and we don't realize how far we've come to get to where we are today. Journals and keeping track of writing in a journal and being able to then go back later and see how far we've actually come does a lot to be able to increase that self-image of ourselves and realize how far we've come and how far we're actually going along that path to get to where we are today. So go out and get that journal. And I'm actually working on a project that I hope to have out here before the end of the year so that we can do some of this as well. But I want you to be able to keep those journals. Keep the journals separate, because I want you to be able to write in them everything that you've done, your thoughts for the day, what you're focused on, where you're going, what you've actually accomplished. Those are the things I want you to be able to write down. But what I want to really kind of dig into a little bit farther is that something better. What is that something better? Because a lot of us know we want something better for ourselves. They want something better for our families. They want something better for our lives, but we don't take the time to really sit down and determine what is that something better. So what I want you to do is to be able to write down and put it in writing What is that something better? And from that, I want you to be able to not only write what that something better is, but we need to be able to lock it into our emotions, lock it into our psyche, lock it into our being, so that it pushes us forward to accomplish that something better. So the other thing I want you to write down, besides what is that something better for you, is what does it mean to you? What does it actually mean to you? Because we can lose focus along the way. And being able to keep track of what it means to you is extremely important in being able to keep focused on getting to that actual end goal. Let me give you an example. I think we've all at one time or another been in a spot in our lives where we've gotten into an argument with another person. And the argument keeps going on and on and on, and at some point it starts getting really heated. And then we get to that moment where we look back and we don't even remember what it was we were arguing about in the first place. But at this point, you're so locked in, all you want to do is win. Well, if that why behind what it is, what it means to you in that moment, is that you need to be able to resolve the situation, being able to hang on to the why you're doing or what it means to you in that moment, completely pulls you out of the argument and moves you toward resolution. So being able to focus on what it means to you will keep you focused and get rid of all that, the trivial noise that surrounds those efforts that what we're trying to get to in our lives. Because trying to get to that end goal, you will eliminate from your focus all the stuff that is that collateral noise. So what do I mean by collateral noise? Because that is totally something that kind of comes into this as well. Every single day, wherever we are, there's a lot of stimuli that's around us that we don't focus on. In other words, truly, our brains are designed to eliminate 98% of the things that are around us. That's why in a lot of cases, when you are looking at training that police are going through, they have to be trained to notice all the things in the room, to notice all of the things in an environment, to notice all the things there at a crime scene, because our brains are trained naturally to eliminate over 90%, 98% of the stimuli around us for a good reason. Because the reason why we're trained to eliminate it is if we were able to focus on everything, it would drive us stark crazing mad. So my guess is at some point we even get halfway through the day, and if you stop to think about the people that work in your immediate vicinity and stop to think what each of them are wearing, you probably can't do it. That in a lot of cases, a lot of the things that you saw on your drive to work have been eliminated because we've taken that out of our focus, because that was not germane, that was extra noise to get to where we were wanting to go. Likewise, all those things that that our co-workers are wearing, or what they're doing in the moment, or what's going on around us, we eliminate so that we can turn around and focus exactly where it is that we want to pay attention to. We have to eliminate all that extra collateral noise to be able to have the focus to accomplish what it is that we want to accomplish. Because if we took in all that collateral noise, it would drive us stark crazing mad. Okay, so there's a strong reason for being able to do that. But so what it is we need to do is we need to take a look at what it is we want. What is that something better? And and make it solid, make it tangible, make it real. And because the next question is, what does having that something better actually mean to you? What does it mean to you to have that? Money, for instance, in itself is not the something better. It is what the money will do. But let's face it, money is not going to buy us happiness. because I think we can all look at people that have a lot of money, and there's a lot of people that have a lot of money that are not happy. They're destroying their lives through addictions, through alcohol, through drugs. Uh, they're not. They're in severe depression because they're using all of those things to alter our state because they're not happy where they're at. And I think of the same side, the flip side of that same coin, we can probably take a look at a lot of people that don't have money and that are happy where they are. A lot of cases, people are happy because they don't even know that there's something better, and that's where the unhappiness comes, because we know that there's something better that we can attain. But money in itself is not going to make us happy. Now, maybe it is something that is part of a lifestyle that can be created by having that money. And I think there's a lot of people that would say, if you think money can't buy you happiness, you're shopping in the wrong stores. But truthfully, my friends, money is not going to necessarily buy you happiness. Now, money can be the means to get you to where it is you want to be, to get it to where it is you want to go. But it's what that means to you to have that, it's what that money will go. So I want you to think even on past more money and think about what that will end up buying you, or what you can get with that money, because that is where your something better is. So let's talk about what is that something better and what it means to get there. So it needs to be something very concrete, not just I want a nicer house, or I want a nicer car, or I want this. Okay, let's talk and let's make it specific. If it's I want a better house, let's talk about what that is. Where is that house? Where is that house located? In maybe you're going, well, I don't know. I don't know where there's empty lots. What communities are you talking about? What neighborhoods are you wanting to be in? Let's talk about the home itself. What is it you want that house to look like? What is really important to you? It needs to be a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, so many square feet, that it needs to have this in the back. Let's talk about what is on that checklist that you need to be able to have. And now, once you have that checklist written down, what does having that house mean to you? What will having that house give you? What is the emotion that's behind it? Because that's what will drive you. What is keeping what's important to you, or why is that why that's behind the something better? That's what will keep you there. What does it mean to you? That was the phrase I was looking for. Sorry about that. What does it mean to you? Much like the argument is about resolving the issue, not about winning the argument. So keep focused on what that end goal is, and you will get there a lot stronger along the way. If this has meant something to you, just hit those likes, hit those loves. I can't even begin to tell you how much it means to me. Say hi to me along the way. Let me know that you're here. I know, and I can see some people that have been here today are here today. Tom Chavez, Jeremy George, Connie Davis. Thank you for being here. But say hi to me, whether it's now in live or whether it's in replay. Say hi to me. I'll be glad to say hi to you both now, and I'll give you comments later. But even in replay, make those notes. Let me know that you've been here and that this message has meant something to you. But if this also has meant something to you and it's been helpful, I want you to reach down and hit that share button. Share it out with your family, share it out with your friends, share it out with your coworkers. And if they're not on Facebook, you can not only find us here Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. at Chainbreakers 365, but you can also later find us in the library of videos on YouTube at Chainbreakers 365. Also, you can go to chainbreakers365.com and you'll find them there as well. So share this out, talk to your friends about it, invite them in, have them come in and like Chainbreakers 365, but also go in and invite your family, invite your friends, invite your coworkers to be part of hashtag Uplift and Rise. If it has meant something to you as well, we rise by uplifting others. And one way we can do that is sharing the messages that we find in Chainbreakers 365 with our friends. So reach in there and invite more people in, folks. We're getting ready to cross another milestone in membership. So reach out there and invite more friends. We'd love to have more and more and more all the time. That's one thing. It's kind of like love. There's always enough to go around. Thank you so much for being here. I want to thank you for being, or my loyal viewers, for coming back every single day. And I look forward to seeing you this time tomorrow, right here on Chainbreakers 365 for Chainbreakers 365 Live. Have a blessed day, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye now.